What is up, guys? How's it going tonight? Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to everybody out there, man.
Drew, we are ready to get this show on the road. We've got an exciting versus today. This is kind of our bread and butter on Macho Movie Madness. So we love to do versus on just about anything, and horror is no different. This time, instead of Friday versus Halloween 2, we're doing Halloween 2 versus Halloween 4 to determine which is the better sequel. And yeah, I think if anybody knows me, they'll know which one I prefer, but I can be objective here.
Yeah. And that was Macho Movie Madness, even down to our theme. So yeah, if you're new to that, yeah. Which we love that theme. So
yeah, I do too. I love that theme. I just kind of threw that too. I can't believe I forgot to do an opening for this. I'm like, oh shit. And so I whipped that up in like I don't know, 15 minutes at lunch today. So
you did good.
Yeah.
Good,
oh, thanks. A little bit more time, it could have been even better. What's up, guys? What's up, chat? Dustin, how's it going? Doing all right tonight? Bruce Lee, nice to see you. Halloween, everyone is entitled to one good scare. That is true indeed.
Absolutely.
Dustin says you chose the greatest Halloween film versus the second best. Okay, all right. I'm inclined to agree. I love 78, but if anybody watched yesterday, was watching now, they know I chose Halloween 2 as my number 1 in my ranking. Matrix Swayze, how's it going, man? Glad you could be here. 4 has by far the best atmosphere of the whole franchise. Okay, all right.
Yeah. I think they're neck and neck myself, but yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that. That's actually one of our categories. So for anybody who's not watched the verses, or at least watched our verses, we have got usually we do about 5, but I think we stretched it out. We're gonna do 10 tonight, so we're gonna be chugging right along. I've got quite a few to go through, and I think we'll get started here in just a second. Make sure I got all my shit in line here. Dustin says, I'll put this up on the screen. And Brandon, I'm the guy who was telling you about how I tried to pitch a Halloween reboot back into. Yes, I remember that. Yeah. You said you were in Afghanistan, correct? American military, right? And they said you couldn't because you weren't in the States at the time. Is that right? Like they're like, nah, we're not going to listen to this guy. Let's see, let me get these lined out here real quick. Get this ball correct. Okay. Justin says correct. See, I remember a little bit.
Well, thank you for your service, sir.
I think Kenny was going to be here. We've been trying to get Kenny to join us, and he backed out last second. He had some obligations, it turns out, that he had to fulfill. So we do have his picks, but we're going to go through. I don't think there's going to be a tie, but I've got a tie-breaking category just in case. And if it comes down to it, we'll let chat help us figure it out. And we also want to see guys in chat, as long as you hang around, let us see your picks for each category as we go through them. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that too. He said that they used. Dustin says they used a few of his ideas in the Pineapple Express Halloween films. What were those? Put them in chat. Put them up on screen. Let's do.
That sounds interesting. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. All right, let's get started with the first one. I don't know what. Andrew, can you see my categories over here, kind of, already, or no?
I cannot.
You cannot? Okay. I wasn't sure what it would look like for me. I made you admin, so I wasn't sure if you could. Well, you want to end on kills like we did last time? You want to end on kills? That'll be the last category of the night?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, all right. So let's just start off with... I'll go...
And this total disclosure here, Brandon and Kenny... they've both thought out their picks very meticulously. I've not even seen what the categories are.
I
like life. I am free balling this son of a gun. So let's get to it. It's probably more information than you need.
No, I'm not. I didn't really think about much of this, so I will say that.
Cool.
I'm just getting these in order that way I don't repeat them. Sorry, we're amateurs. Let's do that there. I think that'll about cover it. And then we've got that there. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's get into it. He says Lori and Michael not being related. Melted mask burnt. Okay, cool. Bruce Lee. What I love about both of them is they both isolate the characters to one place. Halloween 2 is the hospital, and H4 mostly the house. Yeah, love the house in H4. Matrix Swayze. They use some of the ideas for Halloween Ends. My idea was to make a god awful Halloween movie.
They succeeded. Sir.
Very good. So you're the one, you son of a bitch. Knew it. Can't be trusted. All right, we'll get the first one. First category, we are going story. Let me get Andrew. Andrew, I'm gonna let you take it away on this one while I pull Kenny's picks up, just so I'll have them.
All right. So story. I'm still not sure as I talk this out which way I'm gonna go. I love the immediate continuation of Halloween 2. That's a great story there throughout the hospital and the characters that go in and out of there. But then you've got, Jamie Lloyd, who's presumed to be Laurie Strode's daughter, correct, in 4. And yes. Michael chasing down, the rest of his bloodline. I think I'm probably, as much as I want to try and champion 4, I think I'm going to have to go 2.
Really?
Yeah. I do like that storyline. I do like that he's chasing her down, and we'll get more into characters later. That's where I think 4 really shines. But I think I'm going to have to go Halloween 2. Even with, the whole brother-sister thing that a lot of people, that's kind of polarizing. You're either for or against. Right. I think it's great. He doesn't need motive, but it does give him a little bit of motive. I'm going to go 2.
I'm in the same camp, honestly. I don't mind the familia thing. I've lived with it for 30 some years of my life. It's been around for 40. I've got to say though, I picked Halloween 2 as my #1 Halloween movie. So everybody's going to know that I'm being really objective here. When no matter what happens today, I will always prefer Halloween 2 over Halloween 4. Always. Just for my reason. A lot of it's nostalgia. It's my first Halloween movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to be as objective as I can. I'm actually going to go Halloween 4 on this. Cool. I do love the continuation. I do like that he's chasing Laurie down. I don't mind the brother-sister angle. I really appreciate Halloween 2 in just about every way possible. I think just that heightened sense of emergency to protect this little girl who's his niece, the dynamic between her and Rachel, and I know that that's going to bleed into characters a little bit, but I think that just overall the town is still is very much in memory of what happened on the night of Halloween 2. And I love Earl and the boys, Mr. Sayer and Loomis. Loomis is crazier in this one. I don't know. There's just something about him coming back home and going after his niece. And I think maybe that's what it is. Yeah. But I'm going Halloween 4 on this one. But
that's cool.
Halloween 2 goes, or Kenny goes Halloween 2 as well. So you guys kind of outnumber me on that one. So we're gonna mark that down for Halloween 2. We're gonna see how many points each one of these gets through each. I got 10 categories, so we'll see how it goes. We got a lot of people in chat, I think, saying 4. I guess a few of them saying 4.
That's cool. I don't think there's not a wrong answer here. They're both very good movies. So
I know.
think it's just what you
like. This is just for funsies, This is not. There's one way. No matter how you slice it, these both are amazing movies in the franchise. Justin says story goes to 4. Matrix Swayze says got to go 4 on story. 47 cartoon guy. Welcome to the party, man. Jamie Lloyd being a killer and inheriting her uncle's murderous ways. It's interesting. Could have been a good movie for 5. You know, I would rather Myers be the main antagonist, honestly. Not that. But having said that, we didn't get a very good iteration in 5. You know, like 5 was not a good movie. So honestly, it probably would have been better than 5 had we just gone Jamie the killer. But we know the real star is Michael Myers.
I think you have to go down the line 10 years if you're going to do that. I mean, you can't have a little 4-foot girl running around killing people. I think you have to go like her teenage years. She's somewhat of a physical match at that point. Otherwise, it's child's play, you know?
Yeah, it's child's play, or you know, The Omen or some weird shit.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. You know, if anybody could have pulled it off, it might have been Danielle, though. Just, you know, we mentioned it before, the fact that Danielle had such acting chops at that age compared to other kid actors in other movies. There's not very many of them. Let's see what else we got here before we move on. I put the point down for Halloween 2 on this one. And so we run into any snags, guys. You guys are going to be tiebreakers. So
and it looks like they're going to be really vocal. So that's great. We love that.
That's good. I want that. I love the continuation as well. But 4 is refreshing the series. Absolutely. They have to be brother and sister. If not, there's no point. I tend to agree. I know people's argument about taking that out and making him scarier and the lack of motive scarier. But I feel like these movies have, like I said, we've had that story for 40 years. It's had that charm. I have no problem with it whatsoever. I still think you can make Michael scary. Michael's scary as hell in 2. I think Michael was scary in 6. If you do it right, he can still be scary. The brother and sister thing is just basically getting him into town, and you know, who depending on that, just kind of makes it that just changes up basically the leads. But Dustin says you have to look up Distracted Nerds Halloween videos. Okay, we'll do that. I'll make note of that. Bruce Lee says God bless Donald Pleasance forever. Donald Pleasance is severely missed in this franchise, for sure. They're both great. H4 just squeaks by for you. Absolutely. Okay. Always Myers. Yeah. We were cheated with 5. 2 and 4 are so close. This is going to be a good one. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. The TV version of 2 Rules. You know, I didn't rank that yesterday, the TV version, but I love the TV version. You know,
I thought of that actually. When you broke up Halloween 6, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a TV version of 2, and I was actually surprised you didn't do that as much as you love 2.
Yeah, the reason why I didn't do it is because I didn't review the series that way. I did talk about the comparisons in my Halloween 6 review between the producers and theatrical cut, and I didn't really do that with the other ones. And I talked a little bit about the director or the unrated and theatrical cut of the zombie films, but I didn't break those up either because there's not enough difference there for me. I think there was a lot more difference, especially in that last scene, or basically the finish of Halloween 6, to separate them. And honestly, there's some differences in Halloween. The TV version of Halloween 2 is a little tamer. Alice doesn't die. Of course, you get that cool scene with Jimmy at the end, and there's also a cool scene in Halloween 2, the TV version, where they're actually trying to tend to Laurie, who's freaking out in bed. They give her another sedative, and the power goes down. So it kind of shows you why the hospital's so dark in that later half of the film. TV version of Halloween 1 as well, which has a couple scenes that they made. Needs to be properly re-edited. I agree, and give us a full like HD version of it instead of the standard.
Which movie is it? Which TV version is it where Loomis comes in and he's like, "You fooled him, Michael, but you haven't fooled me." And you see that's
Halloween. That's Halloween 1, the TV version.
That's a really good scene, I thought.
Yeah, it was. And later on, later on, when he comes back, right before he talks to Win and storms out on the car and blames him for teaching Michael how to drive, the nurse shows him Michael's room and then all the damage, and I think he wrote "sister" on the wall, wasn't it, or something? So yeah, there was some other stuff. All right, let's get into lead characters. That'll be our next one. So let's go right into lead characters for this. I'm picking Halloween 4, and I love Halloween 2 characters, but Jamie Lee Curtis was bedridden the entire time. And
Wasted.
Wasted. And that's usually a common complaint from almost everybody. This one here, as I said during the story part, Rachel and Jamie are great characters. They're both very strong in their own way, and they both have this great chemistry together. And Loomis is great too. I would call him a lead. So I'm going characters on lead for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind it's Halloween 4 for this one. It's amazing. I love, for everything that Laurie isn't into, the characters of Rachel and Jamie, they just take it in Halloween 4 and absolutely love it. Do we have Loomis as a category? The two Loomises?
Yes, we do have. I do. Yeah, I did.
I won't get into that just yet. But
okay.
Yeah, I like as far as the leads go, definitely Halloween 4 without any hesitation.
Yeah. Kenny is very Halloween 2 heavy on his picks. Very strong in his Halloween 2, and that's okay. But I'm really trying to think objectively about this, and I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying that I'm trying to be as real as I possibly can here. But he went Halloween 2 with lead. He loves Laurie, loves Jamie Lee Curtis. But me, and I think a lot of it, he said it was continuation of that first night, and it has a lot to do with it. Me though, I'm breaking it down between what the lead was doing, and Jamie was just sitting there in bed pondering why, if she was awake. I don't know. Like, it was the end chase scene was good with Jamie, but I mean, that doesn't make up a whole movie. I'm gonna give we lost Andrew. We'll see if we can get him back in here in a second. That's all right. The perks of small town internet, which I got fiber now, so I'm in good shape. Well, I'm going to go some comments while we're trying to get him back in. Let's see. Dustin's got lead characters Halloween 4. Okay. Rachel's the goat of Halloween 4, yep. Love Meeker as well. Yeah, me too. We'll get into that supporting characters, though. We got a supporting characters category. Matrix says 4. Rachel is goat forever. On the ranking video that we did the other night, Rachel was my number 1 in the female category. She was above Laurie, all the Lauries. Rachel went through so much shit. Just awesome. Ellie Cornell is a just awesome actress. Did such a great job. Dustin says she cut her. Yeah, she did. I remember that. Tough broad, man. Love her to death. Add him back in on stage. Here he is.
Yeah, sorry guys, my internet's been really crap lately. I may cut in and out of this tonight, but
yeah, that's what I explained to him. You got that Big Lots internet, so
I'm on the waiting list for the fiber, but yeah, it's pretty bad the last few nights.
I'm ahead of the curve on that one. Yeah. I'm just going through a few comments here, talking with everybody. Swayze's right. The atmosphere of 4 is just everything in Halloween. Everything Halloween, yeah. Grace's mistake in cinematic history was killing Rachel.
Yes.
Went through that too. Yeah, we got a lot of love for Rachel in here tonight, which is awesome. She was our number 1. Andrew's number 1 as well. I mentioned that she was my number 1. Yep. She was Andrew's number 1 as well the other night. Let's do supporting characters now. Somebody already brought up Meeker. I think it was Bruce Lee. He brought up Meeker.
Is he talking
One of
Sheriff
my-
Meeker or Kelly Meeker?
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
No.
Any Meeker.
No,
They do it by the
no, it does not. And I can tell you straight up, Halloween 4 is where I'm going with supporting characters.
Me too. I'm going Halloween 4 too.
Between the Meekers and Earl and the boys, you know how much I love Earl and the boys after the other night. Go ahead.
Yes. No. I was just gonna say. Listen, I love some of the nurses in Halloween 2. I love Jimmy. I love Bud. Bud has grown on me so much. Bud is hilarious. Deputy Hunt's all right. Loomis is always great. He's more of a lead character in that though, still too. I think.
Brackett.
There's just not a Brackett. Yeah, he was in there for a minute. Dude, this is full of stuff. This, like I said in my review, this is a really quotable movie. It's fun all around. Earl and the boys bring a whole different thing into this movie. Sheriff Meeker is, I think, hands down a way better character than even Brackett. He is large and in charge. You have Mr. Sayer, which I love his interaction with Loomis, and he might be more of a. He might be more of a, I don't know if he'd be a supporting character. He just might be like a small role. I don't even know if he'd call it a supporting character. I liked Rachel's parents in this. I'm just kind of going down the list of all the people that were in this that made this movie just either, if not funny, then just special.
Yeah.
So I have to inch it to just the 4 just a little bit.
Yeah. And who would you pick as far as a love interest in this thing? Between Jimmy and it's Brady, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that category, but I'd pick Jimmy because he. I don't know. Some of us can relate to Brady too. They're just trying to have a good time. That's all we're doing. But Jimmy was an actual nice guy. Like he was pretty helpful. Probably as a character, I'd say Jimmy. We might lose Andrew here again too. I don't know. Let's see. He's froze up here for a second. Bruce Lee said he confirmed with Sheriff. What kind of night do we think Bucky was having during Halloween 2? A lot better of a night than Halloween 4. I can promise you that. Can get cold in here. I love Bud. Bud is great. Amazing Grace. Matrix, I vote for the kids who chant Jamie's an orphan over and over. Yeah, there you go. There's another point to Halloween 4. You got some of the shittiest kids ever. And Danielle Harris wouldn't be able to pull those acting chops off without those really shitty kids. Kelly Meeker, enough said. Absolutely. Well, let me, I think Kenny, I'll get Kenny's real quick. I'm pretty sure he liked Bud, Nurse Jill, Jimmy. He went Halloween 2. Look at that. He's very, very Halloween 2 heavy. I don't know if he had a lot of time, but Dustin says, Brandon, you keep voting for 4 and you have to admit you like it more than 2 by the end. Hey, no, listen, I already said there's going to be things I don't know, and I haven't even really fully made all of my picks just yet, so we'll really see how this all tallies up at the end. So I'm not going to get ahead of myself, Dustin. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I'm going to always keep going back to that score and Michael, and just, I don't know. We'll talk about it. Can't blame Brady for that one. I know. I'm saying sometimes we're just all we're just out to have a good time. It's Halloween, Rachel got busy. They weren't she said at the beginning that, she thinks he's ready to make a commitment, but so they weren't committed to each other technically. So maybe Rachel's in the wrong here. Maybe she just got a little bit too clingy. You keep an eye on your scorecard by the end. I've got them. I'm writing them down right here. I've got in my head. I'll know. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put it up. Maybe I could get lucky enough to have Andrew come in tonight. Hopefully his internet will stop acting up on us. What can you do? Nothing's perfect, right? Go to the next one. We'll talk about this. We'll let you guys tell me in the comments what you think on this one. We'll see while we sit here and wait for him to get back in, maybe. Bruce Lee says, I love the score in Halloween 2 as well. That's a category 2. We'll get there. Absolutely good. Well, taking a little bit longer this time, so I don't know what he's doing. That's all right. I'm going. I'll just let you guys know, and I'll let him know if he ever gets back in here. I'm going Halloween 2 for sure on Boogeyman. Definitely. Look, George P. Wilbur, like him. I think he did better in 6. I think they did better with him in 6. I think he had a better mask in 6. The mask in this one, not so good. Pretty bad. The hockey pads that were in his coveralls, he was already a big enough guy. There's no reason why, if they were trying to make him look scarier or more menacing or more of a badass, they just failed on every level. He looks so goofy. Dick Warlock's one of my favorites. You can't get better than that. That mask was fucking scary when I was a kid. Yeah, he got a little bit too robotic in some scenes. And, he doesn't glide and move naturally like Nick Castle does. But, like I said, other than a couple scenes, Dick Warlock's the man. H2 Boogeyman versus H4. H2 takes the win. Yep, definitely. Swayze, 2 words, Dick Warlock. He's a Dick Warlock. He keeps asking him, how you getting all them girls, man? You always get your girl. You must be a lady killer. It's like, no, I'm a Dick Warlock. Oh, Bruce Lee with an unpopular opinion here. I like Don Shanks most as Michael Myers. Well, I respect your opinion. I do. Don't agree. He didn't even make my top 5. I'm sure he's probably a pretty cool guy, and he was a hell of a stunt guy. I just didn't. I don't know if it was the mask. I thought he was lit pretty well most of the time, other than those daytime shots. Like the Tower Farm stuff, he was really, really good in that. They really did a good job with him, even with that dumb, goofy mask. And then you had the tear, him crying, and the long hair. Of course, he's Native American. Yeah, Dick was practicing for H3 with his robotic moves. Definitely. There he is, back. Guess who's back?
I might be.
He's not back. He's not back. He just left us in suspense. He might be, and then he was gone. Oh, wait. Oh. Got it? Maybe? No? All right. Andrew's gonna have to finish this in the comment section with the rest of y'all. He's gonna have... Andrew, if you can hear me, see if you can use your phone. I don't know if your phone's worth a shit or if you got service. If you got better service than internet, use your phone. Put it on a charger and use it. Get you in here. We gotta get somebody else in here, right? Dick Warlock, buddy. Maestro Megatron, what's up, dude? Nice to see ya. Rico to Truth 88. Welcome. For some reason, I just can't put 4 ahead of 2. Part 2 really felt like a continuation. It really did. They did a really good job in that movie. Even though it was Rick Rosenthal, it still was pretty much John Carpenter. I mean, he wrote it. He did a lot of reshoots. Dean Cundy was cinematographer. It was mostly the same crew. And I think that's why I love 3 so much too, because it was the exact same crew other than the director working on that. It just has that similar feel, even though it's a completely different story. It puts me in a feel good state, man. I get pretty zen watching those first 3 movies, especially, and 4 too. Matrix, dude, when he walks through the glass of the hospital, that's one of the shit just got real moments. Absolutely. Does anybody else like me think that when Laurie shoots him in the eyes, I guess above the eyes or whatever, and is that not both the goofiest and dumbest shit you've ever seen, but also the most badass thing you've ever seen? Like, the blood tears. Then just magically he regenerates his eyes, I guess, for Halloween 4. Pulling some Neo shit, maybe. Shot him through the eyebrows. You think so? I mean, that's kind of what it seems like, right? Because it's not really. I guess that's probably right, because it was coming from like down over his eyes, but then he was all like just. Like, they acted like he couldn't see. Maybe the blood was in his eye. I don't know. That's weird, man. They kind of acted like he got his eye shot out, right? Afterwards, because he was swiping at nothing. Or, he could just using sound. Bruce Lee, anyone want to figure out how Michael got off the roof so fast in Halloween 4? I like to think that off screen, he just jumped. Just was fucking, bam, jumped. Just stuck that landing, too. 10 out of 10 stuck it. Agreed. One of my favorite what the fuck moments. Bleeding eyes. Yeah. Maestro says agree, Brando. Yes. And it's weird, man. Like, it's just like, am I supposed to like? I love this, but am I supposed to? Yeah, just off screen jump. Off screen jump. That's what I'm saying. Just like I think he off screen just fucking dead sprints and then. Well, I think Jason does too, just off-screen dead sprints, and then he's right there. You seen those shorts, those reels? People making fun of that. It's pretty funny. Yes, there you go. Hockey pads broke his fall. Oh shit, the hand shoots on the stage. I better add him back. There we go. He's sitting there waiting for me to add him back. He planked it. He jumped off because he's supernatural. That's just the most simple explanation ever, right? Just math. Yeah, that's it. No need to explain any further. It just happened. It just happened. Let me go through this real quick. Kenny once again picked H2. You're going to see a reoccurring theme here. I'm trying to figure out where the hell he picked 4. Oh, okay. Interesting. We'll get that at the end. Running joke and distracted nerds H4 video hockey pads helping him. Nice. I'll definitely check. I'll check those guys out. Is it several? Is it like a collaboration YouTube channel? I wish they fixed the mask for part 2, but then again, I don't mind it. It was bad. You think the Halloween 2 mask is bad? Or Oh, it's one guy. Okay, cool. It's one guy. All right. All right. We'll see. Well, here he is again. We'll try this one more time. If not, we'll move on. We'll see what we can do with him here. Hey, okay, Andrew. Oh, you're back.
What's up?
Okay. Andrew says he sent me the message before H2 Boogeyman for him. So while you got time, if you got some time, hit us with something. We've been making fun of Halloween 4's hockey pads. Somebody
awful.
Well, I think it might have been Bruce Lee actually that said, anybody ever figure out how Michael got off the roof so fast in Halloween 4? And we were just set, I think he just planked it.
Yeah.
Used the hockey pads to break his fall.
But yeah, it's Halloween 2. That mask is comical. Like I said the other night, he reminds me of a game show host in that mask. The second he sets up in her bedroom, I'm just like, oh no.
Yeah.
But
and you can kind of see a little Shatner in there, kind of. But it's just like it just got fucked up bad. Like something happened. It was a bad deal. Yeah. H2 mask is the Halloween one mask for sure. Just Deborah Hill smoking it up and loving life, letting it sit under a bed or whatever is what I heard. All right, let's move on to the next category. We've got Boogeyman 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I got it wrote down. Let's do Best Loomis now. Everybody in chat, let's hear it. Best Loomis. He's crazy in both movies. It's Donald Pleasance. He does good in both movies, but do you guys prefer a little bit more sane Loomis, some of his moments in 2, or do you prefer his moments in 4 instead, and maybe that little craziness?
No.
It was Michael Myers. He's come home to kill.
The whole.
Go ahead.
The whole. This is awake. The tribe. One of their members was butchered. This was awake.
Yeah, I love that.
Man, which way are you going? I'm not really.
So, I know Dustin's gonna be just laughing his ass off. I'm gonna have to go Halloween 4 just for these. Halloween 2 is gonna catch up in these other ones, I'm sure. But yeah, I got to go Halloween 4 in this, man. He's just too good. He's too funny. Him and Meeker together are great. When him and Jamie and Rachel get together, it's great. Him and Sayers, one of my favorite interactions in the entire franchise. Just sitting in that car, in that truck. You can't kill damnation, mister. That's such a great show. You get a little smirk out of him while he's singing. It's good, man.
I like that whole scene in the gas station, where they do that zoom real quick.
Yes.
When he sees Michael for the first time. That's one of my favorite scenes in 4. Yeah, I'm kind of torn on this one. Which way did Kenny go? I'm sure he probably went H2. Yeah. And I love Loomis in Halloween 2, but man, I'm going to go Halloween 4. Love crazy Loomis. He's not so crazy as he was in 5, but he's getting there really quick.
Yeah. We were trying to sacrifice Jamie at the end for bait.
Yeah. Come and get her.
Come and get her. You want her. Yeah, he goes full on Matrix. He goes full on lunatic in Halloween 5. Bruce Lee says the Sam Hain scene or Samhain scene in 2 is particularly my favorite. Yes. Yeah, I love that. The Festival of Samhain. You know what? I know it's Samhain, but I like that they pronounce it. I love that whole thing too.
Yeah, my favorite Samhain scene is, me, it's actually Halloween 3, and whenever Conal Cochran tells him all about Halloween and the way he leans in and says it and explains everything. That's actually my favorite Samhain scene right there.
Yeah. And just leaning over and getting real slow.
Yeah,
Matrix. Agree, Brandon. The scene with him and Sayers, the shit. Such a weird little story within a story. Yep, absolutely. The Jaws shot used in 4. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Dustin, God damn you! Shoots at the kitchen. Fucking plates and coffee cups. Doc had a hard life. You know what? This is a good point, Bruce Lee. I'd be crazy too. You know what? They blame that poor man for the first 2 movies for letting him out when he obviously didn't let him out. Yeah, I would have been crazy too. Feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Bruce Lee showing some love for 3, Andrew, just so you know.
Yeah.
All right, so we're
that.
We're gonna move on to Scare Factor now. Next one. You want to take this one?
Yeah, all I got to say is that mask and those hockey pads that, I missed the whole conversation about that pretty much ruins it. As scary as 4 could have been, man. Yeah, it doesn't get any creepier than Halloween 2 as a slasher film. From him underneath that red light to, showing up in the rearview mirror. Man, even when that kid bumps into him on the street at the beginning of the
Dick
movie.
Warlock's son. Yeah. There's a lot of scary shit.
It's got to be Halloween 2.
Gotta be Halloween 2. I pick Halloween 2 as well. Kenny picks Halloween 2. There is some cool shots in Halloween 4. There's some cool semi-scary moments, I guess. I like the stingers in Halloween 4. Alan Howarth does a good job, but you can't fuck with the H2, man. Michael Myers coming out of shadows, all beautifully done within that hospital. Yeah, you got, and somebody mentioned it. I can't remember who it was in the chat already. Coming through that glass door like a badass. Maybe Dustin or somebody, but anyway, him coming through that glass at the end. Shit was about to get real.
I like that scene where the deputy leans in and Loomis says, "Get away from him," and I think he says in one of our other reviews, there's a meme where it says, "What do I got to lose except my job?"
Yeah. His tongue hanging out. Yeah, that's the best. I did that in my review. It's the best horror movie meme ever. Like, what do I got to lose except my job? Yeah, we didn't really go through those crazy ass deliveries by Donald Pleasance either in Halloween 2. At the end, get out now.
Great stuff.
I love it. Yeah, he stopped breathing. Oh shit. Justin says H2 for Scare Factor. Yep. Bruce Lee when he pops in the rearview mirror, dude, that's cool. Karen gets out of her car, walks in, and that stinger happens just as it. I think it's either the rearview or the side mirror. Man, that's super creepy.
Yeah, it's the side mirror.
Super creeper. Oh man, Dustin says H2 for Scare Factor. Hate being in hospitals when they're slow. Yep, absolutely. It's creepy. And I know you could say that some hospitals never get that quiet or whatever during the evening hours, but I was in the hospital was it February or March or whatever this year for a couple days, and of a night overnight there ain't nothing happening, dude. Ain't nobody out. You got a couple little overnight nurses. It's quiet, it's creepy, and I was happy just to be in my room, man. But of course they keep the lights on.
They may be sharing pie with Bud over in the other room.
Getting in the hot tub, the therapy hot tub. Bruce Lee says with Halloween 4 when Rachel is looking for Jamie. Yeah, I mean that's a really good scene. That scene right before they actually meet back up, where she sees Michael. She sees somebody anyway move. I think out of view behind some shit when she's in that alleyway. That was really creepy. That might have been maybe the creepiest part of the movie. Would you say?
I said this the other night too. I think the scene where he's stalking Brady there on the banisters is really scary too. A lot of tension in that scene.
Brady getting his redemption in the last moments.
Yeah, it was Kelly Meeker. Come on.
You know what?
Sometimes
we
can all understand.
Sometimes we all think with the wrong head.
Yeah, it's got to do it by book.
Matrix says H2 just because isolation in the minimal staffed hospital. Absolutely. Justin, don't mind the jizz floating in the therapy jacuzzi. Nah, yeah, don't worry about that, man.
That's pie icing or something. Yeah.
All right. I'll move on to score. I'll just let you guys know right now. Kenny's going to choose Halloween 2 all the way to the end. I'll let you know. He's got it all the way down. Halloween 2 all the way down. Let's do score on H2 versus H4. I really like the Stingers. I like Alan Howarth's score in H4. I have to go Halloween 2, though. Still John Carpenter and Alan Howarth in this as well, but John Carpenter takes the lead. You got a lot more electronic sounds, that synthesizer, the synth, that theme makes it seem, goddamn, it seems so demonic, man, doesn't it? Like it kicks in after that. You don't know what death is, and then you had that cool ass opening with the pumpkin opening up the skull. Man, it's good shit.
When I saw this for the first time, you know, as low budget as the first Halloween is, when I saw that pumpkin open up, you know, to that skull, I'm like, oh, this is like a bigger, bolder deal right here. And that score actually, you know, helped a lot in that scene and the opening credit scene. I appreciated that. Yeah, I'm going Halloween 2 for score.
Yeah. They had a couple others too, and I'm trying to go ahead.
One of my favorite parts is the whole da-da, bing, bing, bing thing that goes throughout the whole thing.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Yeah. It just seemed like everything was turned up to 11, man. I loved it. 2, 3. I just wanted to make sure I had everything. I'm writing down the winners of each one as we go.
Where are we now? We're like 5 categories in.
We're 7 in. This is 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7. So we're getting there. We're getting towards the end here. It's pretty tight. Okay. Let's see what everybody says in the comments. H2 score. Maestro Megatron says, "Hey Andrew, get Dr. Mixture some more coffee, please." Raiding the attic and door opens behind him. It's half a mannequin. Pretty good scene. Dustin says the scariest moment in what Michael did to the first 2 doctors in the back was the 2 drivers. Oh yeah. I don't know what happened to the 2 drivers in front, but they were apparently in mangled up pieces. From what one of the deputies said. Dustin says
that's a great scene whenever Loomis is there in the river, you know, and you just come onto the aftermath of that scene. You're left to imagine what happened to those guys.
Yeah, and the steam everywhere, and you know, Loomis is wading through the water. Yeah, he's gone from here. Or the evil, what was it? He was here and now he's gone, or something. I don't know. Or that was at the beginning. Am I conflating? Is that the first one? It's something along those lines.
I think that was the second one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the fourth one. He was here, now he's gone. You don't find him in 4 hours. I bet you I will. Bruce Lee, I just can't believe John Carpenter doesn't even like his own movie he wrote. I know. I understand why he didn't want to do another one. I understand to a point. He didn't know what the fuck to do because he didn't want to do another one, so he just drank himself up, and him and Deborah wrote this out and wasn't happy with it. I disagree with the man. I love Carpenter, but that's a fucking good movie. He needs to own that shit. He needs to come around on it. He called it an abomination at one point in an interview, and that's just crazy to me, man. Crazy.
I love John Carpenter, but he's turned into a grumpy a-hole, man. He needs to smoke some more of his own weed and watch more UK basketball games or something.
He just wants to play video games, man. I do find it funny that this dude who's like, is he 80 yet? Just damn near 80, wants to just sit around and play video. 75 just wants to sit around and play video games, smoke weed. I love it. Bruce Lee says he loves the da-da. Yeah, awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some other little things in there too, though. With the, it reminded me of I almost kind of wonder if Terminator got some inspiration from that too, because there's some a little bit Terminator-esque.
Some of the foot chase stuff in Terminator, where he's chasing them down the alley.
Yeah, that that's not in Halloween 2, but there's something in there. If I'm remembering correctly, there's something like that in 2.
There's a lot of parallels from Halloween.
I want to say,
man.
Yeah, I want to say maybe that is right, because I want to say that. I think that might have been when he was walking in on Laurie's room and then stabbing right before he stabbed the pillow. That was some good shit too.
Yeah.
Opening song for retelling. Yeah, Mr. Sandman by the Chordettes. That was creepy as shit in that movie, wasn't it? Halloween 2 score for Maestro. Smeared all over the place. He's definitely a miserable old bastard. He seems that way sometimes, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he was just on. Did you see him on Stephen Colbert the other day? And he's just like, he's just there for the check.
Yeah, that's how he's been for a little while.
Direct quote. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just here for the money. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, it's like there's some things he says, you're like, wow, what a cool motherfucker. And then there's other things you're like, oh, man.
Yeah.
I feel like you're not taking this seriously. And maybe he's jaded. Maybe he's just like, yeah, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's doing it for a reason, because Hollywood does suck sometimes, especially nowadays. But play Halloween 2, and then Michael sitting up behind Laurie as Loomis sees the kids around the house. That little soft like hum or whatever that was, like the ambient music or whatever that played during the Halloween 2 portion of that retelling. That was awesome. Is that what you're talking about, Dustin? That was fucking cool. Alan Howarth's music. Was that Alan Howarth's music? No, not the same. Oh, okay, just the bong, that hum thing. Is that what you're talking about? Bruce Lee says never was a fan of Mr. Sandman, but it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it works, and I think it worked pretty well in H2O as well.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Bruce Lee says Hollywood is dead for sure. I'm telling you, it's not good down there, man. Things are not good.
Dude,
and that's all the strike bullshit aside. It's not good.
Every year, over on Macho, me and Brandon, we do our top 5. And I don't have a top 5 this year as of the end of October, man.
I know.
The movie that's number 1 on my list would probably be like number 5 any other year. It's been a crap year. It's been kind of a bad few years for Hollywood, but yeah, I totally agree.
I'd say the strikes have hurt it, maybe. Well, and I think they're just now releasing some of the shit that was ready to go before that, maybe, but I don't foresee it being any better anyway, because I think the year before I had Top Gun was like number 1. Top Gun Maverick was number 1 for me, I think.
We had Bullet Train.
Bullet Train was like number 2. I think you may have had it number 1. I liked Bullet Train.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons was number 1. Is that your number 1? Best film of 2020. I haven't watched that one yet. I need to watch that. I need to watch that, and I need to watch Mission Impossible.
Dustin, I really like Dungeons and Dragons. It's might be near the end of my top 5 for sure when we do that list. My number 1 probably. Well, I might not let that out of the bag just yet. But
yeah, we'll save that. We'll do that. We'll do that.
There's been a couple of decent action flicks this year, but nothing horror wise that I really liked.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to watch it. I need to watch Dungeons and Dragons though, for sure. I need to watch that. Mission Impossible.
It's fun.
It's bad when I got Totally Killer in my top 5, and I'm not even saying that to have to be a shithead, but because it was actually a pretty fun movie. But like that just goes to show you I have not watched hardly anything worth a damn. Scream was all right. I like Scream 6. Okay. Talk to Me was pretty decent, not amazing, pretty good. Mission Impossible 7, number 2, he says. Okay, cool. I heard it was awesome, man.
I can tell you,
Bruce Lee
Super Mario Brothers is probably in my top 5 this year.
Yeah,
man.
Renfield was not bad, and Super Mario Brothers was really fun. Bruce Lee says only thing I'm looking forward to is Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. I do want to see Thanksgiving. For sure.
It would have been better. It would have been better with the original idea, though, man. Michael Biehn was in that original trailer when they did that Grindhouse trailer way back. Have you seen the original Thanksgiving trailer back when they were doing Death Proof and Planet Terror? Michael Biehn was in it from the Terminator, man, and Alien.
No shit.
Yeah, it's like, I know he's not a big name anymore, but you know me, I would have loved it even more.
Yeah, for sure. It kills Matrix to say it, but it says the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Our buddy Chris that did Macho with us, he took his boys to see it. He said he thought it was pretty decent. I was a little skeptical. You know, things get pretty woke pretty quick, and I'm like, do I really want to see this bullshit? He was born in the mid '80s and grew up on the OG Turtles. Dude, I love the OG Turtles, man, and I love the early '90s movies for sure. I'm telling you, gotta watch the Boogeyman. Oh, I'm gonna watch the Boogeyman. I got that, and we got Five Nights at Freddy's. We actually watched Five Nights at Freddy's. We're actually gonna do a Five Nights at Freddy's versus Willy's Wonderland for really soon, I think. So I think we were talking about doing that. So fair point on the wokeness, dude. It's ruining movies. No matter what you are or who you are or what you think, it doesn't matter. That shit is not good. It's fucking terrible. It's lazy. Just create something fucking good. Even if it's not original, just focus on something good. Yeah. Quit putting agendas in bullshit. Let's get to another one before we get off subject too far, and we can always chat it up a little bit after.
While I'm still in the room.
While we got Andrew, let's get setting an atmosphere out of the way. I combine these because I felt like it's a proper thing to combine. It's not just about locations, but it's also about feel. So Andrew, we already know what Kenny's picking. Andrew, what are you picking for setting an atmosphere?
Oh, this is tough because I really like, especially the opening shot of Halloween 4. You know, across the plains there, even though it was Salt Lake City, but they chose some really good locations. I got to go Halloween 2. So, that and the scare factor. You just have to. As much as I like it, yeah.
I'm inclined to agree with you. I think that, you look at a lot of Salt Lake, and even in that movie, especially like with the mountains in the background, Loomis on the highway during the daytime. Yeah. It obviously isn't the Midwest.
That's not Illinois.
We're from the Midwest. Missouri and Illinois look a lot alike until you get like central and northern Illinois, but then it's just fucking cornfields and boring. But yeah, it's definitely, I think it looks good. I think it actually looks really good. I think it's great scenery. It's obviously just not it's not Midwest, and it's not good Halloween setting. Now when it gets night, you can hide it a little better. I think the streets of Haddonfield at night, what they use that blue lighting, that I love so much. I thought they did a pretty good job there with not just locations at night, but also the atmosphere. I thought it was pretty spooky. But you can't top Halloween 2, I don't think, in this case. You got with Michael creeping around the shadows of the hospital we've already determined is creepy as fuck. The cinematography and I thought Rick Rosenthal deserves a little bit of credit here too, but the Dean Cundy's cinematography, one of my favorite scenes in this movie is, and I guess maybe this is probably more for scare factor, but one of my favorite scenes in Halloween 2 is that dimming shot where he just appears out of the shadows behind Jill and then stabs her in the temple with that syringe. Creepiest fucking thing. The mask looks really good too. You got the ripple effect reflecting off of his mask from the fish tank or whatever in the background. That green light looks so good. But yeah, you can't get scarier than that mask, that red light, like you said, outside. Just it's.
And it's actually Halloween outside. There's kids running around, bumping into Michael. I love that where he's going through the alleyways, and he comes up, where she's cutting up that ham. Just love all that, small town stuff. There's some good stuff in 4 there, like the drugstore, on the main street there. Yeah. Not to discount it at all. But yeah, I got to go too for this one. All the way around.
Yeah, for sure. First things first, Dustin, South Park joining the Pandaverse. The Pandaverse, I need to watch that. I just saw a preview for that, I think last night, and I'm probably gonna watch that this weekend. I cannot wait to see that shit. I love South Park's, all the pandemic specials, all that bullshit. I love that. He's calling bullshit on us though. He's calling bullshit. He wants H2 setting, H4 atmosphere. He wants to. Hey, you know what? I think it's a perfectly acceptable thing to combine these two. I do think Halloween 4's atmosphere is really good. I really do. But I still think it's a little bit better in H2. I think even if you split them, I still think it's a little bit creepier. There's something about that creepiness and that lighting, that the music. I think it's yeah. Although I do agree with Andrew, that opening shot of Halloween 4 across the fields and the title card and stuff was cool as hell.
Yeah.
Dustin. No! It's the best Darth Vader.
No!
Bruce Lee, let's combine them. See, there we go. He's rallying. We got one. Well, okay, so I will give you that. It is way more fall feeling. But you know what? It's still not. I don't know. I see what you're saying. I think honestly the best atmosphere, if you're going for Halloween, like fall atmosphere, I think the best one's Halloween 6. 6 for sure. Yep. And that's in Salt Lake too. That's the same area.
Yep.
Bruce Lee says only scary hospital was Exorcist 3. That was terrifying. Matrix says opening for is great atmosphere, but the hospital is almost its own character in Halloween 2.
Yes.
I'll give you that too. He's just about to say H6. I'm telling you, H6 is the best, guys. How's everybody feel about H6 out there? Producer's cut or theatrical cut also. I'm a producer's cut guy. All the way.
I think on my channel I gave it a 6 out of 10, which is pretty high praise for a movie that's got as many issues as it has. The theatrical anyway. Yeah.
Bruce Lee, yeah, but the kids TP in the neighborhood. yeah, the toilet paper draping from the trees is a good decoration. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 8. Okay, I got them all there. Okay, so let's go into this one. I don't know how this is going to go. We'll see. We'll see at least how chat feels about it. Best ending to a movie. Yeah, you've got Rachel saving Jamie, running over Michael Myers, and the cops and the cavalry show up and blow him to hell. Not counting what happens in 5, obviously, but they blow them all to hell down the mine shaft. And then you've got the little twist ending, the scare at the end with Jamie potentially being the next killer. And then, of course, you got hospital scene in H2 with Dr. Loomis sacrifice himself. Everything. Michael bursts through the door, gives a nice chase to both of them. She shoots his eyes, got the blood tears. He blows the fucking place up, and Jamie moves off in the ambulance for the happy ending. If you're watching TV version, you got Jimmy in there too. What do you think about that, chat? While I catch up with our H6 comments here. Matrix Swayze says H6 is underrated.
Yep.
I 100% agree. I put the producer's cut number 6. And honestly, after thinking about that a little bit more this morning, I was like, I could almost, depending on my mood, I could almost swap H2O and producer's cut of 6 for the 5th and 6th spot.
Probably depends on your mood.
Yeah, I really still like H2O a lot. And it's obviously, especially at that last little bit, that third act with Jamie coming in and realizing what she has to do, the fight with Myers, and of course the ending, pretty strong. Bruce Lee says love 6, either version. Okay, nice. Andrew likes the MTV cut. He likes the guitar riffs and the kills. I do think the kills, I think the kills are really, really good in the theatrical version. In fact, John Strode's kill in that version is one of my favorites in the entire franchise. I just overall like the producer's cut much better, aside from a couple things in the story. Dustin says, love it. They need to edit the producer's cut and the theatrical cut and create the ultimate cut. Yeah, just give us the kills, man. Maybe cut out that one scene where they heavily imply or basically all but confirm him being the father of the child, Michael being the father of the child, which is ridiculous. You could cut that out and just not ever fucking explain it because it doesn't matter, and then just add the nasty kills in, and it would be just about perfect. I don't know. I think here's the problem is though, is you either have to keep Jamie's kill the same, and then you have that weird wonky cut of Dr. Loomis just randomly being in a hospital that with no explanation, and Tommy shows up and sees him, or you have to keep Jamie's Bond style assassination in so you can explain Loomis and Wynn be in there. And I kind of like, even though I hate that for her, I like that explanation of why Loomis is there. It's like I said, it just flows better, it's edited better.
And no stopping Michael Myers with a rune force field.
Yeah, they need to do something different with that for sure. Anyway, Bruce Lee says same thing. Dustin, dumpster fire. Let's see. Dustin's also picking Halloween 4 for the ending on this one, huh? Matrix says H6 is a weird food. You don't always want it, but when you do, nothing else suffices. That's a good way to put it, for sure. Theatrical ending with the pipe beat down. Okay, all right. I hate the green goo though, man, and Lord Zed's command or Zordon's command center. I don't like that shit. I don't really even mind that sequence as much. I just hate that green goo. I guess it's supposed to be the shit he injected maybe into him. I don't know. You could pass it off as that. But Bruce Lee said, well, the ending was supposed to be different and better, but unfortunately Donald passed. Yeah, that's a bad deal. Well, they went to do some reshoots and he'd passed. I think he was fairly sick during the original shooting. The goblin blood, yeah. Michael. Must be that cult. It's that Celtic blood, right? It's that curse. The curse gives you goblin blood. It's
the Troll 2 blood.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen that. If not,
no. Oh my God. He's eating her. Then he's going to eat me. Or they're going to eat me. Matrix agreed. Pipe you down. The green goo is the season which tie in. Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. It turns out Colonel Cochran, I think I've heard this theory. Colonel Cochran is the one that made Michael Myers, right? Was that one of the theories? Have you guys heard about that? Or Colonel Cochran, he's just a silver shamrock, another android kind of type deal. The ultimate android. Bruce Lee, exactly.
A few months ago, when they were actually tearing down the building that was Silver Shamrock Novelties, our third guy in this triangle, Kenny, actually reached out to try to get us bricks from the place.
Yeah,
but
we were trying to get.
Returned his. Yeah,
the lady. He said the lady was pretty nice to him. I guess some building. I don't know if somebody with City Hall. I don't know who it was exactly, but they were pretty nice about it. Like they're like, oh, we'll inquire about it, and then they just never got back. But
yeah,
probably it's like, oh, these guys are fucking weird.
Yeah.
What the fuck you want a brick for? Wait, hold on a second. You want us to ship a brick from California to Missouri?
Did you say ship a brick?
Ship a brick? You fucking idiots. Get out of here. Get off my phone. Get off my phone.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn, you piece of shit. Don't ever call here again. Silver Shamrock made the original Myers mask. That's right. I think that was the theory, yes. He made the white mask. It gives Michael strength. Okay, okay. Hey, that's all right. That's why not, right? Why not? It's still better than Ends. It's still better than Halloween Ends. Did you pick for your ending on this one? What was your preferred ending?
Oh no, I haven't. I'm gonna upset Dustin. It's 6. Without, or sorry, I said 6, didn't I? It's Halloween.
Yeah,
2. We've been talking about Halloween 6.
Yeah, we're getting off on we do this. We get off on subjects a lot.
Without the ending of Halloween 6, without the ending of Halloween 2, you don't have that great opening of Myers escaping in Halloween 4. When you think of it, it's cause and effect. And I love that it's the ultimate sacrifice, of Loomis taking him out. I love the blood tears and him swinging that scalpel around. It's just a great scene. I thought the shots of Michael, getting shot and falling down that pipe were kind of goofy looking. And then the whole Jamie thing, it was kind of interesting to think about, but it didn't go anywhere. They didn't do anything with it. And where could you go with it? Meaning behind the ending of 2 means a whole lot more to me than 4.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't really matter at this point. You both chose 2, so it doesn't matter what I say at this point, I guess. But I will say
what did you choose though?
I chose. Yeah, I chose 2. I love Halloween 4's ending. And I mean, at this point, it is interesting enough to think about what they could have done with Jamie, but yeah, I think just that being the definitive ending, if you're one of those people who may like that timeline, or maybe you want to pick those 2 movies at a time, I think if you include H2O, it's a perfect ending. I think if you just do 1 and 2, it's perfect ending for a franchise. I love it. Just gives the edge for me on 2. Hold on a second. I got to highlight this shit. Dustin Hogle says Ends was great.
He's just trolling us now.
I still like you. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Halloween ended for me with Halloween 6. All right. With the end of Dr. Loomis. Guessing. You prefer the ending, Bruce Lee? Did you like the pipe beat down ending, the theatrical ending with Loomis screaming and all that over? I don't know if you answered or not. Did you say that, or did you like the producer's cut with him pulling the Agent 47 thing on Mitchell Ryan and putting his hat and trench coat on and walking out the tunnel with his boot? They fucked that up, didn't they? Supposed to, it would have been better if he had the spurs, boots and spurs. Look at him enjoying himself here. Grape Shot's in. How's it going, man? Glad you could make it. That freestanding burn that Dick Warlock did was excellent, even though I think King Harder would Kane Harder.
Yeah, Kane actually was pretty injured after that burn. He's got some scars on his neck and chest from that freestanding burn.
Yeah. I like that. Tino's the discount carry. Hey, I like Tina. She gave it her own, man. She fucked him up. Can't top Sissy Spacek though, right? Oh, here we go. Dustin says mama. H6 is the 3rd. Yeah, they're breasts, mama. I can see your dirty pillows. Dustin says that Halloween 6 is the 3rd best film, though. I have a lot of respect for that shit. I like that.
A hot take.
Oh, he goes 4, 2, and then 6? All right. Where's 78 in that? Is that 5th or 3rd? Or, 4th? Jesus Christ. It's late. One of those numbers. Bruce Lee says he likes the pipe beat down the best. Okay, all right. All right, we gave the ending, I guess, to Halloween 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got one last one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right. Last one. We might do the bonus one just for funsies because, you know, we're not, I don't think we're going to have, we are not going to have a tie at this point, I don't think. I don't think so anyway. But Kenny actually went H4 for kills on this.
Really?
So this is the only one he went H4 on. Isn't that wild? After all that, he went H4 for kills here.
What say you on this one?
This one here I didn't actually think about too hard. I'm just doing this off the cuff here because some of these I didn't think about. And this was one I just like, I'm gonna save this. Walk it through. Here we got Alice. I'm counting theatrical, obviously, here. So Alice, we got Bud. Ben Tramer is not really a kill, but he's a death. And that's one of my favorite. It's the funniest fucking thing in the world to me. I love it. Ben Tramer dying is
you light up my life.
It's the funniest. Bud's death was but you know, Karen's death was A-okay in my book for a couple different reasons. And give them both a hand. Jill's is good. I love that shot of Michael's mask. Mrs. Alves was a good discovery kill. Interesting. Can't count Jimmy. You got Mr. Garrett. I think Mr. Garrett's death is better than the sheriff or the deputy's death in Friday the 13th Part 2, just because of the stinger and that goofy metal clinking sound, clink, as he hits him in the head.
I like them both for different reasons.
Yeah. I mean, just felt like he hit him with every amount of force he could possibly hit him. Clink. Dude, that the deputy, the highway deputy, the marshal, the U.S. Marshal, his death was hilarious. Obviously, you got Loomis.
What do I got to lose with my job?
Do you want to count Loomis and Myers in that? Anybody? Am I missing anybody? That they're good. I think
you didn't mention Nurse Jill with the scalpel in the back. And the
I thought about it in my head and I didn't say it, did I? Jill, that's my favorite. That's my favorite death of the whole franchise, and I sit here and forgot about it. That one is one of the most iconic ones to me.
Yeah.
That one and Karen's death, and then if you allow me to count Ben Tramer just because it's the funniest fucking thing ever. But you've got another one of those in Halloween 4 too, because you've got Ted Hollister. You dumb son of a bitch. You said you saw
You
Myers.
said it was mine.
Earl,
got to get me one of those Ted Hollister masks.
Yeah. And Earl's death was good. Kelly Meekers was good. I don't know. I'm still kind of. You got an answer yet? I'm kind of torn. I want to say.
Yeah, I think
2.
I've got an answer.
Okay, I want to say 2, but go ahead. You're gonna say 2?
I'm gonna say 2. I'm gonna tie it up, and you're gonna be the tiebreaker, because even though you might not count Loomis and Michael as deaths, you know, I don't know, for the longest time in the franchise that was a death. You know, for what, 81 to 88. So, you know, it's pretty much foregone conclusion. They died until 4 comes out. And then Nurse Jill, man, you can't top that.
No,
but there are some things I like in 4. I don't think they're near as impactful as Nurse Jill though.
Probably not. I love the meme, the Nurse Jill meme too. The surprise finger in the butt, and she's like, no, no, I don't know. I like Mr. Garrett's a lot. I like Mrs. Alves' discovery kill. Okay, Dustin's gonna go over H4 kills. You guys gonna help me on this? What do you guys think in the chat?
Changed my mind, Dustin.
Oh, Dustin says H1 does not sit high in his totem pole. Okay. The only thing that holds up 45 years later is the music. I'll have to think about that. I do think that I think some of the dialogue and acting is a little bit weaker. I mean, it is a
totally.
$300,000. It is $300,000. It does. Who said? I think if they're here tonight and you guys said it, let me know. I'm trying to remember who was said that they thought. Actually, it might have been Devin. I don't know if he's here tonight. Devin was telling me yesterday he thought H1 was a little bit overrated. Thought about that for a little bit. I don't know if it is, but I can kind of see why people might put it like maybe defend it way too much. I mean, it definitely has its issues. I mean, it doesn't mean I don't love it. It's not one of my favorite movies of all time, but Matrix says H4 much meaner, Michael. True, kind of went more Jason with it, even with those hockey pads.
He had to compete with Freddy and Jason at that time.
Yeah, it's true. Well, that's why even H2 went in that direction more, because things were just already getting crazy in those first couple years after 78.
First 2 Fridays that came out by that point.
Yeah. Bruce Lee picks H4. Remember that drunk kid had a yeah, poor guy. What do you think they're going to do with the Halloween franchise come 2028 when it's the 50th anniversary? I don't know. We'll talk about that after. We'll see. Stabbing someone with a shotgun. Talk about subverting expectations. Yeah. Holy shit! Michael's got a gun. What's going to happen now? Oh, he's going to impale her into a wall. Let me catch up down here a little bit. There we go. That's what I knew it. Part of my handle is Swayze. You know I appreciate a good throat rip.
Too stupid to have a good time.
You're too stupid to have a good time. Dude, is Roadhouse not one of the best fucking movies ever? Like, just honest talk. At least, it'll even say non-horror. Just.
Yeah, one of our old reviews, I think we said that Roadhouse exists on its own plane of existence and that we don't deserve Roadhouse.
Especially now. Ain't nobody deserve it now. Bunch of hooligans. When Earl's face gets ripped off that truck, dude, that's a cool ass kill. That's the nastiest one in the entire movie too.
That whole scene is just great. How Michael gets in that truck and he throws them and they hit the tailgate and they flop out onto the road and then he goes and gets Earl.
Taking those big lumps on the highway.
That's a great chain reaction that kills.
Yeah. The entire police department. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The dog. Poor dog. It's Halloween 2. There's no dog death, right? Just almost every other one. Jeff's daughter, Gray. Let's see, Brady's got a good one. The rednecks are good. Remember Halloween in 2018 and Michael grabbed that woman by her hair and jammed. Yeah, that was a good one. I can't remember what Facebook group she's in, but I'm in a Facebook Halloween group, and it was in there. I don't know if she's still there or not. Seemed like a really, really nice lady. I don't even remember how she got the job. You count the foster mom as dying? They said she was attacked in the 5th one, so she didn't die though. So you count it? Dustin, she gets 4. So 4 gets the win on kills for Dustin still. Basically choked that one deputy to death with his own arm.
That was goofy.
Yeah. All contorted up in the corner. Bruce Lee. Peter Griffin, Roadhouse. Yeah, oh yeah, you gotta say it like Peter Griffin now. Roadhouse. Right after you actually roundhouse kick somebody in the face. Punch somebody. Break a chair. Thumb through the forehead in the ambulance. I still count it. She got stabbed, dumped into hot water. Yeah, I mean, that bitch drowned. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah. I don't know, guys.
It's all on you. My mind's not changed on this one.
I'll give it to Halloween 4. I think that Jill's is the best kill out of both movies, but I think overall 4 might have better ones. Definitely more unique ones. I don't know about that either.
There's more of them.
We'll see. There's more of them. We'll see how I feel about it tomorrow, but for now I'm giving H4. Do that. It's really close. We'll give it H4. I love Earl's death in that too. Matrix. Does Michael being all shut up count as a kill? Because that was pretty rad. I mean, you know what? If you ended it right there and Jamie took over, then you definitely would. Him getting in that one little cut, which they don't show at 4. They don't show the aftermath, obviously, in 4. They wait till the beginning of Halloween 5 for the dynamite scene. But in one little brief snippet, I put it in my review, but you can see one frame of the dude holding the dynamite, lighting it up, and then the next scene he's got a gun, and then so you know something was going to go down there. And then at the beginning of 5, I don't even think he was the one that threw the fucking dynamite down. I think it was the damn deputies that threw the dynamite down the well or the hole or whatever the fuck, the landfill.
What about the homeless guys in this franchise that nurse Michael back to health, only to be killed whenever they're of no more use? Halloween 5, Halloween Ends.
Yeah. Well, it's probably the shanty. He's pissed off. It's not a Motel 6 exactly, you know.
Yeah.
These
accommodations are not adequate.
What the fuck is this? What we didn't see on camera was that Michael had a fucking bill laying next to his head, and he's like, "What? You think I got that kind of money, dude? I'll fucking kill you." We did. 100%. H4 has more kills. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, so with just the 10 that we planned on and a score of 6-4, Halloween 2 takes it. Halloween 2 takes it. So
that is actually not as one-sided as I thought this would be when I went into it. Oh, that's nice. No. That's nice. Finger in the butt. Surprise finger in the butt.
And just so you know, I did add this too, just in case that happened. I wasn't like, this was not pre-planned. So we had a Halloween 4 winner too, just in case. But yeah. So just for funsies, in case we had a tiebreaker, I was going to go to you guys or do best opening. Just for funsies, what do you all think the best opening is? Just that, like, opening 5 minutes. You got the
I
cool
shot him
shot
6 times.
Yeah, you got Loomis going crazy. You got the little retelling, the cool music. You got the cool opening with the pumpkin and skull. You got the POV of Michael going down the alleyway, the dog barking. I thought that was cool. The POV shit was good. Then you've got, on the other end, you've got the hospital scene, the sanitarium with the crazy-eyed guy saying that Jesus has nothing to do with this place. And then you got of course, the EMT kills or whatever. Just for funsies. That was a little tougher. I like both of those a lot too. Yeah. You know what? At the end of the day, dude, I knew it was gonna fall on Halloween 2. I did. Michael didn't have homeless guys help him in the amazing ends. Yeah. The homeless guy was confused too because he thought he was Michael Myers, or he should be Michael Myers. Matrix Swayze, who would have thought that a dude who lived in a junkyard could be so stupid? Oh, you know what? We didn't mention Bucky in that whole thing. Bucky's death.
I thought it, but
fucking
we were moving on by that point.
It's fucking great, dude.
Yeah.
Just throwing that. Don't you pull that Halloween shit with me.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite lines.
Be thrown into some electrical wires.
All right, I'm on the phone. The cops right now. You just stay where you're at. Halloween 2. You love it. You love it. Me, the H4 guy, can say Halloween 2 is a better opening. Nice. All right. Matrix says 4, no contest. The Rain, the Nut House, the Weird Guard. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Comments are even divisive.
Yeah. I like that too. That just goes to show we picked the two best movies to do this for, yeah. I think. It's like, go get me that knife. Yeah, the Mrs. Elrod. You want mayonnaise on your sandwich? How about mustard? Or Bucky? Yeah.
Have you seen the Horror's Hollow Grounds where he goes and visits that place, and that pull out where she cut that ham up still there, and they like do a close up?
Oh, really? I seen it, but I don't remember that part.
Yeah, Mrs. Elrod and that great ham.
Matrix, wait, don't you pull that Halloween shit with me? Might be the best line delivery in any movie in human history. I'm telling that it really fucking it hits me, dude, right in the feels. I get it. It's one of my favorites. Don't you pull that Halloween shit with me? Bucky didn't even know what the hell he was getting into, but I admire that dude's spirit. He is a bad motherfucker. I once watched a power area explode like that and shut the power down the whole town of New York. Damn. Local New York Bucky got it. Or pitching. Or if you're this town, Missouri, a squirrel can knock out like 3 blocks. Our local newspaper put it. We lost power like the north side of town. Which we're in a kind of a smaller town anyway, but the north side of town went out the other day because the top of an electric pole was just on fire. Just randomly on fire. I don't know what the fuck happened. Just randomly on fire. Then another separate day, we had some dude in the dump truck or something that ran into a pole? Yeah. That's near your house, wasn't it?
Literally 300 feet from my house. But I didn't lose power. I just lose internet, apparently.
Well, that's because everything's just run like on like this grid. It's like one's going this way and one's going that way, and it's coming from like 2 or 3 different locations. So that's why if I'm out of power on this side of the street, that side of the street still has power. But everything from this side all the way down the next 2 blocks is gone. This is how they run them in, I guess, and how they added. Bucky the Man Pioneer. Very good. Very good. You live in the same town I do? Y'all some New Yorkers? Y'all some crazy New Yorkers up there? How do you feel about New Jersey? I just want to see if you guys will start a fight with somebody from New Jersey. Oh, upstate New York. Oh, well, fuck, you're good then. You're all right. Upstate New Yorkers are cool, man. Do you get offended if someone just calls you Canadian, though? Like, are you just basically... do people just call you Canadian? Trash holes. I'll go live in Jersey. Are you in New York City, or are you upstate New York too?
Crystal Lake was supposed to be in New Jersey, so good luck.
Yeah, Oh shit, he's in Delaware. Okay, Delaware. You remember Wayne's
I
World?
automatically went to Wayne's World.
Wait. In Delaware. Delaware. Why would you just shorten it to Buck like an adult? Grow up, Peter Pan. Yeah, I worked for Buck Owens. Where Friday the 13th was filmed. Nice. That'd be a good place. Don't go to the lake. Buffalo here, nice. Okay. Yeah, Winsboro. Hey, we're in Delaware.
I just imagine their tourism board, just Wayne's World on the sign.
Yeah. That back on there, just to show off the real deal right here. H2 is the winner. Well, shit, guys. That about does it. It's a shame we couldn't get Kenny in here.
Yeah.
Had a little hiccup or two with Andrew, but this looks like his internet connection's back up and going enough that he's been in here for a while.
We should have just started an hour later, apparently.
I guess so. Must be all this crazy. Man, this is the first year in a couple years we didn't pass out candy for trick-or-treaters, and you want to talk about fucking crazy out there. It's a little bit every so often we'll get a Halloween night where it's cold here in Missouri, like where it's like 30 degrees or something. You know, we've had it snow when I was a kid. We had it snow a couple times, or ice, but it usually is really nice or fairly nice. It's like 27 degrees out there right now, though. So everybody's in their vehicles taking their kids down the streets instead of, everybody walking. So they're all using their flashers or hazard lights, but they're still parking like in their lane instead of just pulling off the road a little bit more and letting their kids out. So they're just stopping, and then they'll stop, like, instead of giving an offset so you can kind of squeeze through, they'll stop adjacent to another vehicle on the other side that stopped so you can't get through. Oh, it's pissing me off. It's like, man, I've got places to be. I just got off work.
Got a live stream to take care of.
Like, yeah, you guys don't know I have to be somewhere important, and you're out here blocking the road. Have you never trick or treated before?
Trick or treat, mother. That's when you really need your Michael Myers mask. Like when people do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just get out of your car and stand in the rearview mirror.
I'll do the 78 one though, instead of the 20. I do like the 2018, but well, guys, I've had a lot of fun tonight. I'm glad you guys could make it. We readjusted here. Do you guys have any comments or questions, concerns before we wrap this up tonight? Andrew, what do you got coming up on True Reviews over there on your channel?
I've got Lethal Weapon coming out in a couple of days. And tomorrow, I've got the next 2 days off, so I'm just filming all kinds of things. So,
sweet. Okay. Well, if you guys are interested in B movies or some action sci-fi stuff, check out Drew Reviews over there. Andrew does a lot of shit over there. Macho Movie Madness has become more of like, it's collaborative, so it's become just kind of a every now and then thing. We're trying to get some more stuff out on it now because we've been neglecting it a little bit. But we do more action and sci-fi over there than anything, but we do some horror as well. That's what we like to do, a lot of the verses. In fact, because of the time and everything, we kind of moved everything to like podcast form, but I do video release on YouTube, and then like podcast networks, we give the audio, we put the audio out, it's all free. But if you guys are interested in that, we do that. And of course, we got our own channels now. I'm focusing on Smith's Groves quite a bit. Obviously I'm going to do most horror over here. And even though Happy Halloween's almost over with, it's always going to be Halloween on this channel, so all year long. I'm going to be releasing Friday the 13th Part 2, my review for that. probably next Friday. It'll be about the 10th. What my aim is. It takes me a while to do stuff with everything, busy schedule. But that's probably about the time I'll be releasing that. Still got the faculty to do and the fog to do eventually, somewhere in between some of those reviews for Friday. But Friday's going to be a big focus going forward now that I'm done with Halloween. And, I'll still give some updates on new Halloween content or movies or whatever coming out. And I know, let's see, go back up here. I think Grape Shot asked about what we think they're going to do for the 50th anniversary. I don't know. I kind of think they're going to get something out before then. I feel like maybe not, but I feel like you've almost got to, especially if let me see if I can get this damn thing lined up again. I think if you create a successful TV show out of Friday the 13th, my damn thing's all messed up now. I think if you create a successful TV show out of that, they might explore that, or they might try and push something Halloween related out quicker. Just to, because I think it seems like every time one of those comes out, it kind of gets rejuvenated again. I know we were left with bad taste in our mouth over this last trilogy. I mean, a lot of us anyway, not everybody. I think I saw it down here. Bruce Lee said it. Personally, he doesn't want a show. You don't want a TV show for Halloween, because I don't know what a plan for Halloween series would look like. Honestly, I don't know what a Friday the 13th series would look like, because all I think about when I think of TV series when it comes to horror is anthology stuff, Tales from the Crypt. Are we going to have Friday the 13th a series? Because that was god awful.
Freddy's Nightmares was awful.
Was not good. Well, if you think about prequel stuff, I always go back to Bates Motel, which was okay, but not great. And I always think about like Gotham. Gotham was fucking awful. I mean, I liked Gotham, I think, for the first season, and I still didn't even really like it that much. I think you just get tired after like a few episodes.
What'd be interesting to me to a point would be kind of the rise of Silver Shamrock or something like that from me, the Halloween 3 guy, but Karl Cochran and that whole thing. And
in my mind, that's kind of the only. In my mind, that's the only kind of thing I can think of for a TV series. I think you can only do anthology stuff. You either have to do something Halloween 3 related or just completely separate. But you've also had Tales from the Crypt. You've had John Carpenter's Body Bags. You've had, there's things like that, and they didn't work. I'm not saying that Halloween. Yeah. I'm not saying that anthology series wouldn't be interesting or work now because of Halloween 3 is more popular, but I still think deep down, no matter what, Michael's kind of the bread and butter. No matter what people say in that moment, or they say on Facebook or Twitter, in that moment, I think once it gets there, they're going to be like, okay, this is all right, but they're going to want Michael. I'm going to want Michael. And that's just my opinion. Also, I wanted to say, okay, if you're out of here already, man, thanks for joining in. Or if you're not, thanks for joining in. Dustin, if you're out, have a good night, bud. Bruce Lee. Yeah, Gotham was horrible, absolutely. Something in the Tales of the Crypt essence, maybe American Horror Story style. Yeah, maybe, but you've already got them. You've already got those things. I don't know what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
is it gonna be that good? Is people really gonna? Do you have to do what Halloween 3 did and put the Halloween 3 name there, just so you can sell it?
It's the wrong angle to attack this from. I feel like what you have to do to rejuvenate this franchise is go a new movie series, but you can't do Laurie Strode because it's been done to this point 3 times in 3 different series. You need to. We need some new characters. I love, Halloween 4. They brought in Jamie and Rachel, and you can write compelling characters and not need Jamie Lee Curtis in a series like this.
Yeah. Well, and I think the trilogy's proven that. I think her time has come and gone. No disrespect, but I think she's had her moment now, and I think you're right. I think, and even if you don't, I wouldn't mind seeing them go back and revisit some old timelines and even add some new stuff into those timelines and move some stuff around or change a few things to make it better. I don't mind that. I don't know if we're going to see that, but I think you're right. I think we just need to, even if you go, I hate to use the term reboot again, because I don't know if I want to go through all that bullshit again. Honestly, it wouldn't hurt me or my feelings if you just kind of did a post Halloween 2 thing. That would explain, Michael survived. Michael survived the explosion and the fire. He got burned up a little bit, but he survived. He bought the Halloween mask from a hardware store that very same night. So who's to say that exact same fucking mask, a copy of that, isn't at a hardware store or the same hardware?
Captain Kirk, man, he's a popular dude.
Yeah, so do it like in the late 70s, early 80s or whatever. Maybe he went and picked up another mask again, and that's why he's got the same mask again. Make it look like as much like the original Kirk as you possibly can, so you have that mask. So that could explain why it's technically a different one, but it's the same one. He just went and got another copy. He survived it. Loomis died in the explosion. His sacrifice was for nothing. Lori got away and went off into the sunset. And if you don't want to do the brother-sister thing, fine. He can just move on, and she went into hiding, or she went and didn't live her life. I don't know. But you could do something in the 80s. I think it's important to have maybe that time frame away from cell phones, away from all that bullshit. I think it's a much better time for horror and time to... I think they explored it really well in the Kills flashback scene. I think it shows, okay, we can do this. It shows me they can do this. This is the proper way to do it. This is the proper setting to have. I don't know how Michael Myers would do in 2023. So I don't want it now. Because then they're
like
definitely going to put some kind of woke shit in it.
I'd like to go see him go bust down the doors of Dangertainment and get a little bit of redemption there.
Kick the door in, kill Buster Rhymes.
as he's watching kung fu flicks.
Yeah, he's all fat and shaved head and everything now. His 2023 Buster Rhymes, he just walks in and stabs him in his mouth, and that's it. It's gone. Yeah, I don't know, man.
There's potential.
Let's see. What else we missed? He also says it can't just be about Pamela Voorhees. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about the Friday the 13th series, but I imagine they're going to explore Pamela Voorhees. I can see them doing like Pamela, a few episodes of Pamela just keeping the camp from opening. She did it for 20 years before the first Friday, but how long can that last? You got to have Jason. You got to have Jason in it. And I'm kind of the same way. That's why I don't want it all. I don't want you to even explore it. They also use the term cinematic universe. That may not mean anything. I may be reading too much into it. I don't think that sounds fucking good. It just makes it sound superhero-y. Let's stay away from those buzzwords, man. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
Because Chucky worked. Yeah, but I don't even think Chucky's as good as it. I think it started off good. Is the third season?
Did I hear Chucky's in the White House now?
I don't know. I haven't seen the new season.
Yeah, I heard he's president or in the White House or something. So, yeah, I don't want the franchise to take that turn. Either one of them.
Yeah, no more requels. I can understand that. No more requels. I don't know. I know they're probably not going to do this, and they're not going to give Danielle Harris some love, but I would love to see them just pick up something from an earlier timeline and move ahead with that. And yes, that if that means bringing back familiar stuff, I'm okay with that. At least it gives him something to do. It gives the series its charm a little bit. Yeah. Otherwise, you got to find some.
Pick up post Halloween 2 and just go between, 81 and 88. There's 6 seasons worth of stuff, 7 seasons worth of stuff you could do there.
Have him off in Russellville, man. They talked about Russellville. Go to Russellville. You don't have to, let them terrorize Russellville a little bit. Then not just Haddonfield. But I think that's the perfect place and decade to put him in his early 80s, sometime in the 80s. Yeah, the White House, and you can't watch it personally. I tried. The first season was all right. I watched a few. I'm like, okay, and then I don't know, somewhere around the last couple episodes, I'm like, okay, I don't care anymore. You know, and I mean, I do admit I'm not the biggest Chucky or Child's Play fan. I like them okay. The first 2 or 3 Child's Play is actually pretty all right, but you know, it's just not my franchise. I didn't take to it as much as I did something like Halloween. And maybe that's why I feel this way, but maybe it's still subjective. I don't know. I feel like I could objectively say that that every movie in the Halloween franchise, even Ends, is more watchable than some of the movies we got in other series. Have you ever tried to watch the last half of the Leprechaun series? Have you ever tried to watch the last half of the Hellraiser series? Holy shit.
That's rough.
They're rough. How about the middle movies, like the middle section of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series? Fuck. Now I'm going to cover
Next
all
Generation,
those eventually. Yeah, I watched that the other night. Chelsea's like, "What is this?" Like, you chose it. I told you. I warned you when you don't want to watch this, and we did. But I am kind of glad we did, because now I told Andrew at work, I'm like, I cannot fucking wait to review this movie. The dialogue is outrageous, and I cannot wait to make fun of this movie. The new Hellraiser. Yeah, Renee Zellweger. The new Hellraiser with the woman Pinhead was actually okay, I thought. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. You watched the one in was it 05? Was it Hellworld with Henry Cavill? Was that the one? Was it Hellworld? Watched that one too.
I think that might have been a little later. I don't know. I kind of quit watching them after the Inferno, the 5th one. Is that right?
Maybe.
That was like 2000.
Yeah, I think that was 2000. This was 2003, 4, 5-ish. Henry Cavill was in it. I've been 5-ish. Okay. But it was okay. It was not good. Like, if you want to, like, everybody shits on Halloween Resurrection for being a product of its time. This was worse. This was worse. 100%. I'll take Busta Rhymes any day. And that's bad. That's bad. After they go to space. God.
I'm going to be honest with you. I always wanted to see that machete in space, man. Danny Trejo.
Yeah. That would have made more sense.
Yeah.
What would you rather watch, though? Would you rather watch one of your favorite horror icons go to space? Or would you rather watch one of your favorite horror icons go to the hood? The hood.
That's pretty rough. I don't know. Although, I will say Jason X is a lot of fun, so I can't totally discount space.
I know. That's what I'm saying. When we go to space, I need to stop watching. Or when they figure out a way to do some kind of possessive worm type shit that
the hidden
or Jason Goes to Hell, where he just passes body to body, just throws up in somebody's mouth. It's like, here you go. Yeah. Take my evil essence.
I have a feeling
kill people.
The Friday the 13th producers saw the hidden when they didn't have any idea what to do with Jason Goes to Hell. And they're like, oh, nobody saw that. That'll work.
Yeah. Oh shit. This would be great. Just had a bunch of randos.
Yeah. For anybody in the chat who's not seen the hidden, check that one out. That's a really fun movie.
It is actually a good one. That who was it? I think. I know it. Hold on, he was in here earlier tonight, for sure. He asked us yesterday what hidden gems were.
That's one of them right there. I
I
can't
see
believe
you
we didn't
not.
say it.
Something like that. Yeah, that's one of them. Is that his name? I see you not. Sorry, not if I see you first. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, dude. If you're still in here, I totally fucked that up. Not if I see you first. Asked that yesterday. I'm pretty sure. Hidden gems. I want to say it was him or her. Sorry, I don't know. It was what they them whatever.
You're getting woke in here now,
yes.
man.
Yeah, we're getting woke, man. We gotta be inclusive. Yeah, I think that's who asked though. Yeah, yesterday. The Hidden, 1987, right? That's if you want like a buddy cop film, but where one of the buddies is an alien, and
It's got a sci-fi twist for sure.
And the antagonist is an alien. Yeah, I'd recommend that one. The opening scene just the opening scene just alone is worth it, with him in the Ferrari driving through LA and fucking running over dudes in wheelchairs and just got done robbing a bank in the park. Great stuff.
Yeah, that's a top 5 chase scene for me.
Yeah, for sure. It was before Alien Nation.
Yeah, year before.
Jason Goes to Hell really got me fucked up there. I like Jason X for the hologram scene because it was the most like any other Jason movie. Kind of like Jason Goes to Hell was really, really cool for 5 minutes, the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is a Friday the 13th movie. And then all of a sudden it wasn't. And you're like, what the hell? You only got a little bit of Friday the 13th when he killed the naked chick banging that dude in the tent. And that was actually a really good kill, though. It was like a fence post or something, and right through her stomach. And then he just yanked it up and ripped her just like clean open.
I kind of feel like they stole that from Terminator 2, man.
But they kind of did. It was kind of like this opposite. No, that was a good. It was a good kill. I'll give him that. It's about the only thing good in that movie, other than the opening scene. Oh man. Well, all right, guys. I think that's going to do it for us tonight. If you're, just came in a minute or two ago, Halloween 2 won our verses, but if you want to see the rest of everything, our discussion, you can go back and watch this always. I'll try and get some timestamps in here. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I will. Here to navigate for everybody. Check out Drew reviews for Andrew over there sometime if you want to get some sci-fi, B-movie, action movie. He's got a hell of a crowd with his Brazilians. They're really helping him out there, helping him get 10,000 views on what was it, Cobra or something like that. You had a few of them.
Yeah, I've got like 10 or 11,000 views on like Anaconda. Like
just random weird shit. It's awesome.
Yeah, I said the other night, like, I put out Friday the 13th Part 6 and it gets 60 views. I put out a movie about killer snakes in the Amazons, and man, they just come in droves. I don't get it. But
people be
wild.
But
I do want to say, if you like this versus, we did one a few months back about between the Hal Green trilogy and the Thorn trilogy. That might be one that you want to check out over on that show. Yeah,
we did. We broke down the entire trilogy, both trilogies. I think Kenny might have been involved in that one, wasn't he? Or was it just me and you?
Yeah. No, it was all three of us.
All three of us, okay. There's that, and then we just did Lethal Weapon 1 versus 2. That was kind of hard because I love both of those movies. But Bruce Lee says, "Salute, guys! Happy Halloween to both of you. Yep, happy Halloween, man! Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks,
Thank you for joining us. Thanks for chatting with us. We're going to be doing more of these streams. This was kind of these first 3 on the channel were just kind of test runs. We're when we get together in collaborative, we usually stream to use StreamYard and stream to multiple channels at once, so we can get more people out there to watch wherever they're coming from. But we'll be doing some more here real soon. We'll also do some verses on this channel here, the Smiths Grove channel, and be looking forward to those. keep an eye out. I'll do some gameplay videos here and there too. I got Killer Frequency. I've been kind of excited about going through that. I'm probably going to pick up RoboCop because that looks fucking awesome. I might play that on a Macho Movie Madness channel or something. And as far as my movie reviews, obviously those are my bread and butter. Those were my biggest focus. I'm going to be having my Friday the 13th review. That's going to be out next Friday, probably the 10th. And I'll get back hot and heavy into Friday the 13th and start reviewing those. So
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I love. Yeah, it's one of his favorites. It's one of my favorites in the franchise as well. So, not just in space. Be seeing you. See you, man. Appreciate it. Man. You got anything else to say, Andrew?
No, I'm good, man. This was a lot of fun. And
yeah, absolutely. We'll do some more of these. I got some more ideas kicking around. We can always do it live. I think it'd be better maybe live this way. That way, you get some more people involved. Well, if no one else has any more questions or anything to say, and we're done, I guess we will see you all next time. You got anything else to say, Andrew?
No, I'm good, man. We'll see you guys around. Be sure and check out everything we're doing, and we'll try to get in on another one of these down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. Real soon. And make sure you hit that like button too. It really helps the channel out. It helps get this video out to other avenues too, so other people can see it. We definitely really appreciate that. So yeah, once again, thank you very much. Happy Halloween. Stay sane.